Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. How is everybody? Today's Saturday and we have gone and got weighed and we had really good results. I lost 2.5 pounds, which I'm very happy about, and Ian lost £2. It wasn't a normal group today. Our consultant is at head office, so one of our lovely members said to Mandy, our consultant, if you would like, I will take the equipment and people can still get weighed. And yeah, so that's what happened. We went to the cafe and it's now 10:30, which is early for being back, and Ian's gone to the garage. He did say, do you want to do anything today? Because it's supposed to be a nice day. Well, I can see some blue sky now, but this morning it was still cold. But there's blue sky now. I am just pinning this cross stitch, so I think I've pinned the wrong side, to be honest, but yeah, I'm just pinning it. So I bought some tiny little pins, I don't know if you'll see them, and I'm just gonna tack it and then see if it needs more pins. But I've done this side, but really I should have done this first. Never mind. So yeah, I'm just untaping it all again so I can pull it, and then I'm going to try and do the Malta one. I did get some good advice from a couple of my friends to say that iron it with a wet cloth and stuff, so I might try that as well with the other one. But yeah, so that is currently what I am doing. Yeah, so Ian said about going out today, and he's got stuff at the garage that he needs to do and get done, and I'm okay here. Just I can go and sit outside if I want to, or go out to the shops or whatever, but I don't really feel like going out today. I don't know, I want to sit and have a crafty day, even though I've had a crafty day a few days this week, but it's been nice. I've been working on my Notting Hilltop, and I'm going to try and get the colour work done this weekend on that. Shouldn't take too long, so yeah, I'm hoping that I can get that done and we will see. But I've got washing on, just the usual stuff. I got lots of compliments on my outfit today. So this is an outfit that I got from Matalan while we was in Malta. I'll stand up quickly. And it's a shorts and t-shirt set, and I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. I feel like I should be going out somewhere wearing this, but it's okay. I've taped this down good and proper, but again with the tape it's not the best, I suppose. It does look a bit messy now, the back of this, but who's going to see the back unless they take it out of the frame? So yeah, I'm hoping that pinning this will make it look a little bit better. I will let you know how I get on. So I have pinned this one and it looks okay. It went back in the frame okay, and the pins are really tiny that I've got. I got, oh, it doesn't really say on this tag, it just says 300 flat-headed pins. They are teeny weeny. I think they're 1 inch and a bit. Like, they are really small, so they are going in the board. Because Ian said, oh, are you going to order some that are less than 5mm? And I was like, what? But I am putting them in the board that way, so they're going in and I'm pushing them down. So this is the Malta cross stitch one. I have just sprayed it with some water, put a damp towel over it and ironed it. to see if that makes any difference. I'm just waiting for it to sort of dry and cool down and whatnot. So I will pin that one a little bit later, but I'm pleased with the result so far. It don't help the Ada that I used for the Malta one was an Ada that I got from eBay, I think, many moons ago. It's been in stash for ages, I think. Or did I buy it to do that? I can't remember. I've had it for a while, and the actual pattern itself, I started, then I stopped, then I went back to it, and so it's been in and out of project for a while. And this is some of it, and it's not stiff, but it's not the softest Ada. It was quite nice to work with, I must admit. Oh no, this was the love. This was that one. This one was the one from the Malta, yeah. I only know that because I did search the edges of that one. This one was a DMC Ada. And this one's a lot nicer. So if I fold this one up the same, this one flops. This one don't, not as much anyway. Like, this one is a lot stiffer. I don't know whether it's 16 count or 14 count. I don't know. But this is all I've got left. But I thought this could come in handy for something. You never know. Yeah, I don't know. So I keep the tiniest little scraps. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what size it is, but if I want to do just a random little design of something like long, I can. So the pins I might put in my little cross stitch box. So yeah, that is basically what I am up to. Well, not anymore. I'm gonna probably, I don't know, the sun has come out. I don't know if to sit outside or not. It's still early actually, it's only 11 o'clock. So I might make a drink, and I actually got an iced coffee from the shop on the way back from the cafe. I popped into the little, like, it's Nisa, so it's a bit like a co-op. They sell co-op food. And I got myself a chocolate bar as a little treat, and I got myself an iced coffee. So Ian's at work tonight, so I don't think we're going out or anything, but yeah. Oh, and news. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Jodie will be having her baby on Wednesday. She's booked in for C-section on Wednesday. So, I don't want to speak too soon. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a baby by the end of this vlog. We shall see. I saw my sister this morning. She's going to my mum's tonight. Well, early hours of tomorrow morning. So yeah, anyway, I could do some cutting, couldn't I? Because I'm not in a knitty mood at the moment, and that'll probably come like in a little while. I just feel like I want to do some bits and pieces, so I might get the Cricut out and have a little play with that, because there's a few bits that I want to do as well, secret bits that I'm not gonna talk about just yet, but I need to wait for a delivery before they come. No, obviously. Before I do them. So yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. I might try. I don't know. I can't show it on the vlog anyway. Right. Yes, I might get the Cricut out, and I might cut some more floss drops and have a little play with that, and I can put the telly on. I could even probably just do the Cricut stuff at the table, to be honest. I don't have to do it up here. I am debating whether to get rid of my desk, or not get rid of it, but change the purpose of it. I don't know what to do, because it's got all my crafty stuff in it, sort of. I don't know. I just feel like it's a multi-purpose desk, which is fine. Like at the moment I've got my makeup on there and stuff, like my getting ready in the morning stuff because Ian's on nights, and I've got my camera stuff on there. It's just a bit random, but then it is what it is at the end of the day. Right, let's get this Cricut stuff out. I'm going to try cut some more blush drops because I really enjoyed cutting them and seeing how they come out, and I'm hoping that this card will be okay. I could even print some more paper if I decide to, because I bought the extra card. So yeah, getting a bit of headache. I'm probably giving you guys headache as well, just rambling. I don't know, maybe because my hair's up. I haven't had my hair up like this other than yesterday for ages. I don't know. I do not know. There was a fox out here last night. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, I think, and I could hear rustling. At first I thought it was in the flat, and you know when you just got like one ear listening and a bit like one eye opening but not looking, you're just listening, and I could hear rustling, and because I was laying on my side, I couldn't tell where the noise was coming from, so I was like trying to listen, and yeah, at first I thought it was coming from in here, and then I realised no, it's coming through the window, so it's outside. And woke up this morning and there was a bag of rubbish. I think one of our neighbours has cleared it up. Yeah, a bag of rubbish just all over the grass. It was a Tesco bag that obviously the foxes have got hold of, and there was an egg box, there was food wrapping, yeah, bloody nightmare. I might set that camera up to see if I can get footage of them, because they do come out of here overnight and they are digging holes in the grass and that. I'll only put it on overnight, obviously, because not that anyone uses the garden. Like, the garden's lovely and I like sitting out there, but no one ever sits out there. But maybe because they don't want to think people are looking at them, because all of the flats do look out into the garden, other than the 5 at the front that face the main road. All of them do face out, but I don't care if people can see me. I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be. So, also in the last vlog I didn't take no footage of the garden, did I? But I think we're going to be inundated with lettuces. I did try to separate some, and the ones that I have separated look a little bit worse for wear, so I did keep quite a lot in the pot. So I'm hoping they'll be okay and they'll grow nicely next to each other and they'll have no arguments. But we'll see. My fuchsia's coming back as well. I trimmed that all back because it sort of, when we went away, it sort of half wilted away, but I trimmed it all right back, and it's the flowers are coming back, which is nice. I love fuchsias. They're so pretty. I'm going to stop rambling. Right, let's get stuff done, shall we? Put some telly on and do some bits and pieces. So I have been cutting some floss drops, and I actually went onto the Cricut design thing, and I actually found a file for these floss drops. So the ones that I'd done before were small like this, and the ones that I've found today are a little bit bigger and they have more holes. So I can do some of these and I can do some of these. Now this card is a lot thicker. Also with this design, it's thicker, but it's still flimsy. But with this file that I got today, there is a there's 3 different designs. There's a heart as well, there's this, and there's a oval one. But also on the file there is a cut pattern where you cut this, but it cuts it like that. So basically these two will be joined together, and then you fold it over, and then I suppose you glue it, or however you want to put them together. So I thought that was quite good, and that would be good for the other card that I've got. So again, this is not the thickest card in the world. I don't know how thick floss drops need to be, like the paper ones. I've never bought any, but I'm going to give them a go. And I've only used one piece of paper so far. The other side is this lovely purple colour, like this. So this is how they come out, and I'm obviously cutting the paper up, and I'm having a little bit left over. So it's like this, and then all you do is you peel this. Sometimes they come off like that, sometimes they stick to the board, but they're easy enough to just take off anyway, and they come off like that. So I'm going to have a little play. I think I've managed to do 6, 12, 18 of these ones. I'm sure there's 18. Yes, 18. So I've managed to do 3 lots so far, and it is just as easy as peeling them off, and then just taking the holes off. And I've got the little scraper that I bought the other day is good for that. So I just get this. Oh, actually I get them loose first, do I? I can't remember. Do I get them loose first? Oh no, I can just scrape them off with this little scraper. It's probably not meant for this, but so now it's clear. I can put another piece on and get cutting again. And then these I will just, I've got a little bag here that I've got for my rubbish, and yeah, I can really smell garlic. Someone is obviously cooking garlic. It might be the Chinese shop. So I've got 18 of these now, of this design, on this paper. So also I have got a longer mat. I think it's double the length of this, and I can't find it. And I think that would be better, because the first one I tried, I didn't push the paper down on the mat enough, so it wasn't stuck down, and it moved. So then I went back to this end. So I've got a little bit of gap here, but that's fine. I've got so much paper that I can use, and I think that design might be in this book again. Let's just have a look. Trying to, and I don't know whether it's got that on the back. Is it that? No, it wasn't that, was it? Oh, maybe it hasn't got that. Oh, it has. It has. So it's on the other end of the book, and again it does have the purple. So if I've got 18, and 18 makes 36, I think. So I could get 36, if not a couple more, out of one design. So that's quite good, isn't it? In that shape. I might try and cut some of these shapes, because they are smaller. But the reason I did these ones as well is because it's got 3 holes, so it will hold a whole skein in the middle, and then you can pull off like one of your threads of 6, put it on this side, and then you can put any leftovers on this side. I don't know how well that will work. I've never tried it like that before, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm just going to carry on doing this. I've got some other things and designs in mind. So I've got my vinyl out as well. So I'm just going to carry on and enjoy watching YouTube and drinking my coffee, and that's it. So there may be different designs. I don't know whether to do a heart one. I don't know. I don't know what's more practical just yet. Like these square ones, I think, and then rectangular ones, they are so practical because they'll be easy to keep as well, like on the rings as well. So I don't know, and I'm trying to find the best way on how to cut this to get the most out of the actual design. So some of them are directional, so like some of the flowers are directional, so I have to be careful. I don't really want to do them upside down again. Like this one here is not, so I might do this. What about that one? It's a bit boring. This one is, I wish they had a book in the works yesterday where it was just random colours as well. They didn't have anything that was just random colours. They did have a couple that had like printed like notes, so the page would be like this, but then it would have white boxes with like notes or whatever, and I didn't really want that. So yeah, this one is not really directional, so I can try and cut this in a way that I'm gonna get the most out of it. Let's see. Right, I'm going to carry on and I will chat to you probably a little bit later on and let you know what I've been up to. So it's now 3:30 and I've been doing lots of other stuff that I can't really show you. So I have printed a lot more floss drops. So I've printed, I cut, didn't print them, I cut them. So I cut some of my original design. As you can see, I did quite a few, and I managed to get 2 different designs. So that is 2 different pieces of paper there. And then these ones that I can't pick up, I've got quite a few of these as well. So I've got enough to keep me going for now, and it's nice to know, like, I've got that many. So I'm going to put these on one of them rings, just like this, and then I can pull them off as I want. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I am just waiting for a delivery to finish off what I was doing that's secret. And yeah, so but I have had all of my bits and pieces out, my vinyl stuff, so that might give you a hint on what I was doing. Cutting vinyl and stuff, and yeah, I just need to tidy up now really. These tools were really good, so if you are after any Cricut tools, then I would say go to the works if you need a scraper or tweezers, whatever this is called that I keep losing the nib to. I don't know where it's gone. I keep losing the little protector. Oh, I'm sure I will find it. Ah, I found it. I will find it somewhere. It's not that. I don't want to put it somewhere and then stab myself. But yeah, these tools for £3 are pretty good. So I'm just going to tidy up, put all my rubbish away. I'm going to close the curtains too because it's really warm. I'm waiting for the other cross stitch to dry before I can pin that and put that in. I did iron it with the sides folded over, instead of trying to figure out how it's central in the frame again. So yeah, I'm just watching some YouTube. That's about it really. So yeah, I haven't really got much else to say other than I need to find a bag for all this stuff because that's alright in there. I will need that, so should I keep that with that? Yes. yeah, I need to find a bag because this one is a bit worse for wear. The handle on this side is non-existent and it's getting a bit holey, so I will find another bag to put that in. But yeah, that is it. That I'm going to sit and I am going to do some knitting now. I'm going to do a bit on my Notting Hill. And yeah, I feel really tired. Like my eyes feel tired. I don't know. Right, I will probably catch you up tomorrow if we don't do anything tonight, which I don't think we're going to. I don't think there's any plans, so I might speak to you tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It's Monday. I didn't pick up the camera once yesterday, so I apologise. I feel like my glasses are dirty, but I'll deal with that in a second. Yeah, I just didn't really get up to much yesterday. Just had a chilled day. Went and got shopping, well, yesterday's dinner. And that was pretty much it, to be honest. We watched some Netflix. I didn't even really do that much crafting. I didn't do any knitting. I picked up some cross stitch later on in the evening, did some of that. I feel like this is going in and out of focus. I don't know if it's because of the light or my glasses are dirty. But yesterday I decided to change up my desk dramatically. So, you have just seen me do my face cream and makeup and stuff here, which might give you an idea on what I've sort of done. But first of all, I just want to, this is not an ad or anything, it's just I found these and they're quite nice. I got them on the TikTok shop. I needed to place an order for something, but if you order over £22 you get free shipping. So I got these. They're called the Beauty Crop, sorry. It's Glow Milk Lip Oil. So this is the brand. I got this one in Poppin' and I got another one in Pink Lemonade. They are quite similar, and when I got them out the box and I was like, oh, they're exactly the same, but they're not. One is lighter than the other. I might put one in my car. This one's got more of like a shimmer to it, I think. But they're really nice. My lips are always really dry and I can always see like dry patches on them, like, yeah, dry patches. So I thought I'd give these a try. I don't know if they'll work or not, but yeah, I thought I'd give those a try. So, but I have taken away my laser machine from the desk. I'm having a bit of a creative block, and I'm not lasering anything at the moment. Also, I feel very unmotivated with selling stuff. I have put stuff in my shop over the last few months, That's stitch markers, laser bits, even yarn. None of it's really sold that well, or if at all. So I'm thinking of just putting a pause on that for now, because I'm not feeling it. And there's no point in it sitting on my desk. It is over there at the moment on top of the printer, because I need to get the box for it. But I have rejigged my desk to be more of a crafting come get ready in the morning desk. It's got my knitting stuff on it, it's got my camera, chargers and stuff. So I'm going to spin you around and I'm going to show you what I've done. In this box down here, in this cupboard down here, is all of the shop stuff. So I've just put it all in there, I've shut the door. So it's all accessible. Like most of it is, I've got a box full of like needle stops, stitch markers, little notion-y bits. Is this going in and out of focus, or is it my glasses? Honestly. So I can shut the door on that, and I haven't got to worry, because I'm just having a bit of a mental block, and I'm really not. I think probably we all go through these sort of things, and I'm just enjoying my crafting in general instead of trying to think of stuff to sell, which was a little hobby for me, a little it was another little hobby, but I'm enjoying my other hobbies more, like my actual knitting and my crafting. So yeah, that's sort of where I am with shop stuff. I do still have my Ko-fi memberships. You do get put in a private chat, so we can just all chat in there if you want to. There is monthly Zoom, and I'm thinking of doing like maybe another monthly Zoom, or maybe like members only live, where only the members can come on to the actual chat, like the screen and stuff, but other people can chat. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. I still have memberships open, even though I'm not doing shop stuff, but it's all to support the YouTube channel, because I'm really enjoying doing the YouTube channel. I'm enjoying the vlogging, the podcasting, which I need to film today, and any other little bits and pieces that I do in between, and the live obviously, and supporting me doing the live and stuff. So yes, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm just really not feeling the selling stuff, and I'm sorry about that. I know a few people have commented or messaged and said, will you be thinking of selling this? And at the moment the answer is no. I'm just not feeling it. Anyway, shall I show you what I've done here? The cupboard, I'm not going to show you in the cupboard, because that is, I've got my ball winder in there, I've got a label maker in there, or like label maker thing, address label maker, and I've put other bits and pieces in there that are crafty but not crafty, like, I don't know, just irrelevant things. The silver thing, the silver extractor fan that I had for my laser is in there, just to get it out of the way. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'll spin you around and show you what I've done. So it's not 100% yet. I'm still going to play with it and stuff. So here I've just got my makeup bag, my skincare stuff, and the mirror. but this could all change. This is what was covering my laser because I didn't want it to get too dusty. So I don't really know what to do with these at the minute. They're just sat there. This is my yarn bowl that I've just got some random bits in at the minute. Nothing that exciting, to be honest, just that and that because they were on my desk. I didn't know really what to do with them. This here is an old tissue box. As you all know, I love leopard print, and I'm just having it as a little rubbish thing. So yeah, any tissues or whatever can go in there. In here, I made this with the laser machine, and in here are my dice. I don't play D&D, but I got these dice and I thought they were really cute, so I might actually use my pens to, my Posca pens to decorate this box at some point. I don't know when. So that's that, and then I've got my 2 yarn spinners, and then these 2 boxes here are, this is my knitting one that I got the other week, and that's the cross stitch one. This here is a little light that Jodie got Ian for Christmas, I think. Don't know whether that's gonna show up very well, but it is Ian's car, and yeah, it's quite nice. So of an evening I might just put this on. It was up here, but I've put this here now. Sorry about that light. I'll put this here now because of the bugs. Anyway, so I've got my big tripod, my chargers here. I don't really know what else to do with this area. Up here I've got my squid men, a candle that, well, it isn't a candle, it's just a lighter at the moment. In here, let's move this out the way. In here behind squid men are all my wax melts. In here are candles, and then this is still just all yarn, which I'm going to keep like this. So these are the yarns that I caked up to make a top with that I haven't started yet. This is just hand dyed yarn, not all of my hand dyed yarn, but just stuff that I really like. And then in my desk, so coming down, in my desk, I did just have to take something out because it's in the process of being made and I don't want to show certain people at the moment. Anyway, I've got my sock blockers in here. I did keep these little pots in here. So this one has just got random stuff in. It's got my spinning, this is like a spinning thing. Some stickers. In here is washi tape and ribbon. In here is my jewellery making, stitch marker making stuff. So I just kept that in there, just a bit easier. Some highlighters in here and a random charger, wireless charger. In here is sellotape, prick stick, and what else is in there? The Tipex roller thing. And then here I just put some bits and pieces. There are stitch markers, my pins, the barber cords, extra little notion pouches. This here is my book. It's not a book, it opens up and you can write magnetic folder for your pattern. A random book that I found. My pins. This is a scale, and this all here is just little notepads, but then I've got my wire and my thing for transferring files for the vlogs and podcasts and stuff. So yeah, that is what I've done with that drawer. This drawer here is a little bit of a pain to open because of my clamp, but it's just all of my camera stuff, and so tripods. I've got some external, I've got an external hard drive in here. I've got my other cameras, one here, mounts, and it's all camera stuff basically, and computer bits and pieces. So that's in there, that just stays in there. I just have to lift that up. Oh. close that drawer. So yeah, that is pretty much what I've done. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I don't really know how to talk about it. Like, shutting the shop, not feeling it. But then, who knows, because I've done this, the creativity might come back, where instead of it just staring me in the face all the time. So yeah, everything down there is, I've shut the door, that's it. Yeah, I've got my ball winder, and I also yesterday, because then I thought to myself, I've got all this wooden stuff, and tins and stuff and that, and I've got the Posca pens, so I've got loads of these tins, but I wanted to see how the pens would work on this, but I don't think this is going to work very well because it will just scratch off. And then I've got loads of these metal discs, which I don't think would work very well either. And then I've got these plastic hearts, which I did paint on the back, but again, I don't think it's brilliant. But it was just to have a try, have a little play, and I have kept, so the tags that I was making, I have kept those, because I might just, I don't know, want to draw or squiggle or whatever on them at some point. They're in there, my laptop's in there, the one that was on the desk. So the laptop I use now is one of Ian's laptops to edit, and the only reason I really had the other laptop on the desk was for the lasering, because it wasn't working great with the editing software, it kept crashing, but the lasering software it worked fine for. So that's the main reason that I was using that laptop. But it's literally in there, I can pull it out, plug it back in, and it works. It's got no battery in it. So I don't know whether that will actually affect it or not. I could just plug it in at the back of the desk, because it's got no main battery. I might speak to my dad about that, because I don't want it to break altogether, because it's still got all my stuff on it. I might plug it in at the back, because the back of the cupboards, it's not got back on it basically, so I can just put the lead round. Anyway, yeah, and there's no battery in it, so it would just be powered by the plug. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I was up to until 1 o'clock this morning. Ian went to bed because he worked last night, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I really fancy just rejigging stuff. I need to put I'm going to try and get the box out for the laser and put it in the box, or a box, and then I've got a metal drawer thing that the wood was in, which is now in that cupboard down there, and my honeycomb bed for the laser machine as well. So yeah, that's that. I'll probably film the podcast a little bit later. It's going to get very warm today, I think. I haven't got my watch on, but I think it's going to get very warm. It's going to get, I think tomorrow is going to get to 31-ish. Right, I'm going to go and I might put some stitches, so you can't see, and drink my coffee. It's probably going cold. I'm going to put some stitches in the little coffee cup that I've been doing. I might just finish that, because there's not that much to do, and then that's a finish. It's quite nice to do as well. And I need to roll the dice again, because I have put the colour work into my Notting Hill. That's finished. I need to roll the dice for a yarny project, which I might do on the podcast if I don't do it beforehand. We'll see. Right, I'm going. So I haven't recorded the podcast yet because I was waiting for a delivery of something. And that I will show you here because you would have already seen it in the podcast. But yesterday, well, not yesterday, but a few days ago, I was watching a podcast, vloggy type thing, of, I can't remember the lady's name now. It's Elizabeth, and she had had two other friends come to her house. I'll put the name of the channel on the screen. And she had two other stitchy friends come to her house, and she did a little retreat type weekend. And two of them had these little travel sewing kit things. Like they do knit and cross stitch, but they do more cross stitch than anything. Basically it was a jewellery box. So I have this one here that I got for Christmas. It's got my name on it, and it is got a popper. It did have my jewellery, some of my jewellery in it, and I decided to switch it up and use it as a little, not travel because I don't travel that much, but a case that I can use to store my bits and pieces. So I had this one. I was trying to get everything to fit in yesterday, and the one that they've got, it's bigger, so hence the delivery. But let me show you what I did with this one. Nothing extravagant yet because it was only yesterday, and I think it's going to take me a couple of weeks to get to know what I want in it, how I want it, and stuff like that. So you might have seen a few. I think Jeanette from Crafty Clegs has done it, and oh, there was someone else, I think. But anyway, so I haven't altered this one that much other than taking these out, which are the dividers. So here is my one so far. I have got this flap in here, which I don't know whether I like the flap, but it does keep everything in this top bit in there, if that makes sense. So along the top you've got these little hangy things, so I've just put some stitch markers on there. I've got my scissors, and then in here I've got, in this flappy bit, I've got a pin badge that says, "My brain has too many tabs open, 4 of them are frozen, and I have no idea where the music is coming from." And I bought that, and I never really knew what to do with it, but I thought it would be quite nice in here. And then in this bottom bit I haven't got any dividers or anything because I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. I found this little notepad, so I've got my, I don't know how well, let me tip you down a bit, that might be a bit better. I've got a tape measure, some bulb stitch markers, my needles, these are ring stitch markers, a pen, some needle stops, a random button, and some more stitch markers in there. As you can see, as I've ripped the ring thing out, there's nothing underneath it, so I will need to put something underneath that. So this one is quite nice. It's small, it's compact, it's not bad, but I was trying to get everything to go in there yesterday, and I kept looking at this one. It was on Amazon, and I've seen a few that I've got zips, and I was like, I don't really want a zippy one because with that you can just put it on the table, open it up. Also with this one, it does open flat. Alright, this is a little bit of a different size, but it still will fit flat on a table. This one that I've just got, let's open it up. I decided to go, I can't remember if it was pink or purple I went for. Oh, I got the purple one, just because I thought I get everything in pink. So I got this really nice purple one. It's called Landesy. Anyway, this is the name of it. It was on Amazon. And it looks like this. So this one does have this bit of ribbon. This one has got the dividers here and the ring thing here, which I will be taking out, and then this little bit here as well. It's just got a damp thing in there. This one is a lot nicer than that one. This one is more like fleecy, and I have watched quite a few videos yesterday on how people altered it and changed it. A few people just ripped the whole thing apart. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to alter it not too much. So along here I'm going to have my scissors, I think. And then I was thinking, oh, I could have this one for my cross stitch because it's quite small. And then this one more for notions, and I don't know. I do have like another set of needles that I could put in here, another set of stitch markers, scissors and all that. So I'm not sure. Or just have it as everything. Again, I'm not sure. These come out. These are just push-in dividers. And this comes out. Am I gonna... What's it got on the bottom? So it is glued in. I'm going to take this out anyway. It is glued in, but I was thinking of like I could put a few. I haven't got any here, but the fabric holders, you know, the ring rubber ones that I've got. I could put a couple in there. I could put stitch markers, my scissors, my needles, just bits and pieces. So if you didn't know, I'm going to the Southern Wool Show at the end of the month. And we are having, me and a few friends, we are staying the weekend. And we're going to probably have a knit night and stuff like that. So I thought this would be perfect for having all of my stuff in, and it could just sit. It could just sit on the desk or wherever we decide to sit. And it can have all my stuff in it. And then when I'm at home, again, it can have all my stuff in it, and it's all together. And yeah, so I haven't recorded because I was waiting for that, so you can see the difference in size. So that's the difference in size, which is quite a lot. See, I don't know whether this would be better as a travel one, this little pink one, and then have this one for at home. I'm undecided, but I'll have a play probably a bit later on and see what I want to do. But I thought I'd just show you my purchase. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday and I am going to be transforming this little case. So I did get some material out of the loft. I wasn't going to do much to it, which I'm still not going to do loads, but I have taken out the ring compartment, and it's left me with this. So, and also I will be modifying this one as well, just because I think having two might work. And like I showed you before, you probably can't see, I've got everything in it. This side didn't have any, not backing, anything on the bottom. So I've just got in the loft to get the box for my laser out and to get some material. So I have this material, which I absolutely love. I've just quickly run the iron over it as well, and the fan's blowing. I've got this, which I might use as the base, and then I've got this pink material which goes with this quite nicely, to maybe wrap these with or something. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I've also got this skull material, so if you didn't know by now, I like skulls. I even have a tattoo on my leg of a skull. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it, but yeah, so I've got that material, and I've got not much of this blue, but that blue does go with that one as well. There's blue in it, and then I've got this little bit of yellow, which I suppose will go with both as well. But I'm going to have a little play, and I've seen some more of these modified on Pinterest, and one of the ones that I've seen, they've actually moved this centre section over a bit, so this bit is small. This bit is smaller, and this side is bigger, which does sound like a good idea, but I'm unsure. So I'm just gonna have a little play, have a little look on Pinterest still, and see what I can do. I did have glue. What did I do with it? It might be. I did have some glue. Oh, is it in here? No. It was on my desk, but I've moved my desk around. It's only Gorilla Glue. I think that should work. It should work. I've just made myself some cereal and a coffee, and I'm going to join Zoom to chat with some friends, and yeah, that's about it. So I will show you progress as it comes. It's very hot today. I haven't really done much makeup getting ready wise. It's just hot, and I might put my eyebrows on because I hate not having eyebrows. But anyway, I'm gonna go. So it's many hours later and very, very hot, but I have got two very lovely boxes now, so I will show you my main one. So this is the purple one that I got on Amazon, and I have modified this slightly. I've modified the other one more, but I didn't want to rip this one apart too much, so as you open it, it now looks like this. So I did put a little bit of it was like glittery, it's not glittery, it's like ribbon on here, and then at the bottom I did manage to get this part up here so I could slide a bit of cardboard with, or like card with the material wrapped around it. So let me just take these bits out. You don't really need to see what's in there because everyone's boxes would be different. I've just got my scissors up here, a few stitch markers, a fabric holder. I've got two of my interchangeable needle pins in there as well because they always come in handy. I put a little magnet on this last one here for a needle, some pins. I put my pin here. I was going to put it on this, but I decided not to. So yeah, I've used the skull fabric on the underneath of this, and then I have covered this here. I've put two magnets in here as well, and in here are stitch markers. Sorry about the sun. So not all of my stitch markers, I've just put a few in there to keep me going. So that is what this one looks like. I may modify it more eventually. I might put some more pins in. I don't know, just change it up as and when I feel like it. I've got stitch markers there. So yeah, I'm not sure if things will stay where they are or I will move things around. Just gonna use it and see how I get on basically. we will see. I've got a couple of these fabric holders as well, which I might actually not put in here, because if I'm working on a cross stitch, normally I've already got that stuff on my frame. So this is just really for things that I need, like my scissors, stitch markers, my sewing needles, sewing in ends and all that sort of stuff. So that is this one. I'm really, really pleased with it. I did put a needle minder here, but I thought this one would be good because it's my logo. So yeah, I got that in that one. And then in this second one that I originally had, I have modified this much more. I did pull it apart. So this is, I'm just gonna, let me take some of the stuff out and then you'll see it a bit better. I can leave them bits there. So this is what this one looks like. I used this yellow skull material, so I did the base and then I decided to take out the sides, and I wrapped the sides with this material, and then I have decided also to take this flappy bit out. So this was in there and it was just in the way, so I've decided to take that out. I ripped all of this out, so I have wrapped all the sides in this as well. So I took all of this out, I took the back out, I took all of these little, they're just bits of metal that are covered in a bit of material. I took all of those out, and then I covered this in this yellow material because I thought I don't want it too busy, and I thought that would be nice, and I've just kept this material here because it matches the pins, or the hooks, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how this looks. I know it's pink on the outside and it's very different, but I might get a sticker to go over this flower. I might get a skull sticker or something to match the inside. So yeah, I've just got a needle minder here. I have put a magnet there. These are metal, so that magnetizes to that with a needle. I did have some scissors in here, so just keep my scissors in there like that. And then I've just got some, I've got a flush drop hoop, I've got some of these fabric holders, I had another 2 of these in here. So this one is more like my cross stitching one, but I'll take measure. And then these 2 other ones I just think I'll put in here. The only problem with this is because obviously I've got magnets in here. As I close this and it gets jiggled around a bit, because that's what's going to happen in a bag. Oh, it didn't happen, the scissors fell out, but this is what normally happens, and I don't think I closed that pin properly. This happens, but at least that way I can just pull that off, put that in there, and it's all okay. So this is like a cross stitch one, and the other one is a bit of everything. So yeah, I'm so happy with these. I'm, yeah, just so happy. I might one day eventually pull this backing off and maybe trim that or something. I'm not sure. I didn't want to do that today because I didn't want to ruin it, like, because this one is so new. This one was just a trial one, really. I was just trialing with it. I had it already. So yeah, but I did want to do this one, but I just like this, the base that's been done, the little pink trim. I might get some more things for here, or yeah, I don't know whether to decorate the outside. I'm not sure. I've not decided on that yet. It is just plain purple with the name of the brand of the box. If I shake this one about, obviously I'm not going to be shaking them about that much, and they're going to stay fairly flat when I'm about. But yeah, that one, other than this little stitch marker, and I've only put them there for decoration. It's a little McDonald's bag. It's literally there for decoration. And I'm not going to be shaking my box around like that here anyway, not when I'm at home. So it might even stay open most of the time. So yeah, I really like it, and I'm really pleased. I have kept the dividers, and I have put a divider in here. I don't really need it, to be honest. I don't, but I'm not going to get rid of them. I will keep them because I might switch it up, change it up, whatever. So we're just going to go with that. So that has been what I've been up to today. And that is pretty much it. I have just spanned the wheel, not rolled the dice or spanned the dice. I have just spanned the wheel, and it has chosen the Notting Hill tea. I'm going to work on that, and for my cross stitch it has chosen Everything is Better with a Little Magic. So I will be working on those for the next few days. I'm going to try and get the Notting Hill down to the armhole. So I've got a bit more to do on that, and the Everything is Magic, I might try and get the black in on the letters, unless I decide to do something else. I've just bunged my hair up because it's so hot. Sitting next to this window, I thought it'd be a bit cooler, but because I'm right in the sun now, it's very warm, so I might go and actually sit over there. But I was doing this at the desk, so, or at this table, so I'm just so happy with them. So yeah, that's that. I am going to go, and I will show you any progress. Not that I want to show too much progress on here because that's for the podcast, but like I said before, all I do is craft really, so that's what I get up to. But yeah, anyway, that's that, and I will catch you up a little bit later on. Hello, today's Wednesday, and I rolled the wheel. I didn't roll the wheel anywhere. I spanned the wheel. And it picked out my love bag. So I've been doing a little bit on this today. Not much. Lost my where I was now. Oh, my stitch marker isn't in properly. So this is progress. Not much, but I'm going to try and get this next section in. So that's the mini goal for that. I did spin the wheel yesterday, and it picked out Everything is Better with a Little Magic, which is living in this bag. And I will show you quickly. So that is what this one's looking like. My goal is to get some of the black into the letters. I don't know whether I'll get all of the letters done or just a few. I'm not sure. And I'm thinking of possibly putting it in a different hoop. I'm not sure. I'm going to try and see if Ian can modify this hoop here. So I need like 2 blocks of wood with 2 bolts, and a longer bolt so I can clamp the Q-snaps into it, because at the moment it can only hold the hoops, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll see. I've just been watching some YouTube, just some random bits and pieces. It's not as hot today. It was really hot yesterday. It's not as hot today. There's no sun. There's a lot of cloud, but it is still, it's 27 degrees at the moment. Got to 32 yesterday, did it? Got to 32 degrees, so, and the sun was out, which was making it hotter. But I'm gonna go and make some lunch. Ian's just got some chicken. I've got some chicken as well, and I might make, actually I might make a wrap or a salad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, is there anything else to say? Not really. Haven't really been up to much. So yeah. So So I am going to make a salad because I've already had my B choice, which was my hi-fi bars this morning. So yeah, I'm just going to make a salad. I'm going to boil some eggs. Have an egg with my salad, but I'm just going to boil a few and leave them in the fridge. So that's what I'm going to do. We've got a neighbour just like across the way, and they've just been playing music for the last God knows how long. Like, not just today, like for days. It's not very quiet either. The music ain't bad, I must admit, but like even in the living room you can hear it. So I will be back. So I went quickly because my phone was ringing, but then I quickly come back into the kitchen and realised I was causing a fire. I'd put the wrong hob on the cooker, and I have done this. Not only have I done that, in here was chopping boards. These ones seem to be okay. These ones are definitely not. And the hob has obviously got all the plastic on them as well. I don't really use these chopping boards, which is like there's 3 there. They're colour coded for the different things, but I've got other chopping boards. It's not the end of the world with the chopping boards. I just don't know what I was doing. Oh, anyway, right. I'm going to turn a different hob on, away from this plastic that's melted. Lucky enough, I have got some, oh, this might be able to just come up. I have got some Brillo oven top cleaner things, like the glass cleaner stuff. So I will do that. Oh God, what? I don't know. Being distracted, that's probably what has done it. I don't know. Hopefully this will be okay. Is it still hot? Literally, I answered the phone to my mum, walked back in here, and I was like, oh my God, there's smoke, and I screamed for Ian, there's going to be a fire. So, lucky enough, I came back in here and didn't just walk away and stay in the other room. But it stinks. It really does smell. So, I'm going to put that there for a minute. I had the kettle going as well, because to get the hot water to put in here. So yeah, I'm going to wait for that to cool right down. Lucky enough, it's only a tiny little bit on the cooker. Do you know what it is? Since we've had this cooker, the big rings are on the opposite side to our old cooker. Yes, I know we've had this cooker nearly 2 years, but bearing in mind our old cooker we had for over 10 years. So the big rings are on the opposite side to the old cooker, and the knobs are on the other side as well. And there's signs there to show me what hob is what, but I still get confused. Oh, what am I doing? Let's make some lunch and try and just, yeah, try not to burn the place down again. So I'm just washing up from dinner, and I successfully made dinner without burning the place down. We had jacket potatoes, but the other day I bought some some beef pieces, like the cubes, and I was going to do the sort of dinner that we had last week. It was the beef and red wine sauce, but we decided not to have that, and we had so I cooked the beef off in a pan in a saucepan with beef stock for 2 hours. I like boiled it, and then I added the mushrooms for the last sort of 20 minutes, and then in a in a frying pan I put some onions, garlic, a tin of chopped tomatoes and some rosemary in a frying pan, fried that off and reduced it down, and then put the mushrooms and steak in that sauce and had that in the jacket potato. It was really nice. I always worry about the steak being tough, but if you cook it for long enough it does soften up, which is nice. So yeah, I'm just washing up. And the camera was in here. I don't know if you can see, I've got my iPad here. While I was cooking dinner, I was watching Mandy from Mouse's Makes, and I didn't watch all the way to the end because my dinner was ready before it finished. So I will watch that in a bit. Yeah, that's about it. I have got some progress on my love bag, which is good. I'm really enjoying the mosaic crochet again, and I know I say that every time I pick it up, like, oh, I'm really enjoying it and stuff, which I am, and I'm going to try and get that part done, that next row of word done, and then I feel like I want to spin the wheel again, but then I don't know, because I did my Notting Hill yesterday and got to my mini goal in one day, and then I feel like I'm going to get to my mini goal on this in one day. But then I suppose that's good progress, because then it's variety as well, isn't it? So yeah, the good thing with this meal is there's not that much washing up either. A saucepan, a frying pan, plates, that's it. So I did successfully boil some eggs earlier on. I can't remember if I've said since then. I managed to get the stuff off the cooker as well, which again is good. And I used I don't know if I've got it to hand. I used this on the cooker. Oh, Hobbright, it's not Brillo. It's called Hobbright. Got this from Amazon. There's, can't really see through the tub, but I think there's like maybe this much left. I use this not all the time because it's quite abrasive, but I use it when there is stuff on the hob that I want to get off. So yeah, just shut the cupboard. I need my spray. The chopping board. Or is it wet? No, it's still wet. The chopping board, I've put the things back in there. Oh, that one looks a bit melty. There, it should be okay. But I'm going to find somewhere else to put this. So it's not on the cooker anymore. Because that was a bad idea. And just have the cooker with nothing on it. It's better with the cooker with nothing on it, but we don't have a lot of space, like surface area. Like we have this little bit here that we have the kettle on. Let me tip you down a little bit. Yeah, we have this little bit here, then the cooker, obviously, and then just this little bit here as well. The coffee maker's over there, but it's a wasted piece of worktop, if that makes sense. Like, so yeah, we only really have this, which is fine. It works, does what we need it to do. The air fryer is here and stuff. So, but over here I've got, spin you round, I've got my Slim & World chopping board here, and I am waiting for, I ordered it from Temu, a wooden thing to put the utensils in. It's long and it has spots at the front, so at the back it's like a long compartment, then 3 compartments at the front, and I'm hoping that I can get maybe not the oil because that is quite big, it's quite wide, but I'm hoping I can get like the salt and pepper in there. Waiting for that to come. My order came, but that was coming separately and it's taken a long time. I've got loads of coffee here. I've put in here the coffee spatula thing. I don't want to chuck that away. This is really old coffee and I rinsed out all of these jars. Bring it back up again. I've rinsed out, I've got 3 of these jars. I've got 3 over there which has got coffee in it, tea and biscuit brew tea, and these were for my flavoured filter coffee. They were really old, and I want one of these jars for my coffee over there because it hasn't got the sticker on it. I know I could probably print the sticker, but I just thought I could use one of those instead. So I've got old coffee. I don't know whether old coffee works, coffee that's not been brewed works as well as a plant fertiliser feeder thing. So I'm going to have a little Google and see if I can use unused coffee. I don't normally keep the pods out of the machine because they go mouldy so quick, and I think it's just where they're damp. But yes, that is what I've been up to today, and I'm going to do a bit more of my crochet. Yeah, I need to find some. I have made some peppermint tea as well. Not to drink, but to use the tea bags at the windowsill, because apparently it's good to deter spiders. I don't like spiders. I'm better than I used to be, but I'm not a lover of spiders. My hair feels, it's like it's just a mess, look, all under here. So I'm going to wait for this, it is cooled down, but I'm going to wait for it to go cold and then put the tea bags on the windowsill. I don't really know what to do with this because it is a mixture of coffee as well, it's not all the same. So yeah. I don't know where to put that chopping board, because I don't really use it as a chopping board. Oh, this is annoying me now. I need a little clip to clip this bit up. I don't know. I'll have a little think. I'm sure I'll find somewhere for it to go. I could probably just put it here actually and use it as the chopping board. Use it as its purpose. But anyway, what is the time? I've got a drink in there. I'm going to sit, chill. Ian's watching a programme on Netflix, I think. And yeah, just thought I'd come on and ramble to you for a bit. Hello, good morning. It's Thursday and just thought I'd come on and say hello. Not really been doing much. I've just made a cup of tea. I had a biscuit brew, I think it was it yesterday, day before? I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, I remember why I really like this tea. So yeah, I've just made a cup of tea. I don't drink tea very often. It's normally coffee that I drink. But yeah, I thought I fancy a change. I have completed the next section in my love bag, so the yellow section is all done. Let me take you in the other room and I can show you. Not forgetting my tea. Obviously you will see all this on the podcast, but yeah, I have got I'm using it as a bowl as well at the moment for all the stuff inside it, or the stuff that I'm using. But this is how far I've got. I am at the moment working on my outline tee because I do really want that to a stage where I'm splitting for front and back. Yeah, I don't really know how many inches I want the body. I haven't decided, but I have measured it and it's about 10 inches. Now I know for me a nice length is about 15 inches for a full top. But I know this is more of like a slouchy, or should be more of a slouchy top. I'm not sure because of the size that I've knit. It's probably going to be more fitted than anything, so I want it a length that I'm going to feel comfortable in wearing it. So I might actually then the other thing is I'm not sure how big the armholes are going to be, because I was thinking I could match it up against my summer sorrel that Sally gave to me, because that is shorter than my other tops but it's still comfortable. So I might do that and just get a rough idea on the length and then look at the schematic and see. I don't know, but I want to get to the split, so front and back. I know Mandy recently knitted one and she did it so quickly, once she'd like split for the front and back as well, so I might be able to get it done for the end of the month. If not, it's no big deal. I've got other things that I can wear. Today I'm wearing the Ripple Bralette by Jessie Made Designs. This one I made a lot smaller than the other two that I've made. I think this was the second one I made. Yeah, this was the second one I made, and it's definitely not as long. You can see it stops there, so even with this you do see a little bit of my side, but it's okay. I'm not planning on going anywhere particular today other than to Tesco later to pick up some bits for dinner, so yeah, it will be fine. And it's hot, so it's not as hot as yesterday, not yet anyway. I haven't got the fan going or anything. It doesn't feel as hot, so that's nice. But yeah, I'm gonna carry on knitting in the round for another few inches, see how we get on with this. I've done from the bulb marker to well, it's about roughly the same because I've picked it up, so I'm going to use this bulb marker to mark my progress each time I pick it up, but the other stitch marker is going to be from when you see it on the podcast. So yeah, is there anything else to say? No, I don't think so. No, I'm going to measure that other top, see how much I've got to go, and go from there. Hello, good morning, it's Friday, and today it's warm again. It's warmer than it was yesterday, and yesterday was 29. It's 24 at the moment, but anyway, today I'm going to attempt to frame my little coffee cross stitch. So this is the frame that I've got, so I'm going to attempt to frame that, and I'm going to cast on 3 or 4 pairs of socks. It's not really in my plan, but or my thing to cast on, but I need my 40 for 40, and I'm at 27, I think. Might be a bit more than that, I'm not sure. That's not including my cross stitch. If I include my cross stitch, I'm at 30 something, so it's not too bad. Look at my hair, I've put a clip in the back, but it's anyway. Yeah, so I'm thinking if I can cast on a few pairs of socks, that would be good. And then I've got something to take with me to the Southern Wool Show, as well as probably other projects as well. I'm not just going to take one. I probably won't work on very many, but at least I'll have the option. And plus, it's not like we're flying, so we're getting in the car so I can take as much as the car can take. And we're going to be there for 2 nights, so we don't need that many clothes. And anyway, my project bag will probably be bigger than my clothes bag, but hey ho. I'm thinking of just using some commercial yarn, and I do have some Christmas yarn that I could cast on, because you'll know at the moment I'm not really knitting socks very much, but if I've got them cast on, they're ready to go, and I can just, so I have got my needle case out, and what is this one? 2.75. I knit my socks on a 2.5. This is just a big mess, but let's see how many needles I've got. I've got that, oh that's a 2.25. 2.5, that's one. I do prefer the symphonies. Not sure what that is. Not the symphonies, the mindful needles. I should have some more somewhere else. They might be in the bag that I've knitted the socks. So I'm going to have a look. I don't have any interchangeable sock needles, they're all fixed. So I'm assuming these are going to be 2.5 as well. The numbers rubbed off. So I've got 3 there, and then I think I've got another 2 in the bag. These are 2.25. I have tried knitting my socks on 2.25, but I just found the material too tight. What are these? They are 2. The eyes. 2.75. I would like to get another case for all of my needles, because this is just, it works, but it's not the best for organisation. So there's like, there's this part here that has got the elastic, and I put my sock needles or smaller needles in there, and then there's this plastic sleeve here that I've got my stops in, and just mainly my stops really, and then in the middle I've got this, which I got from Amazon, and this is very similar but smaller. Oh, I don't want to lose anything. Oh, things are falling out. This holds my interchangeable tips and my needle sizer thing. So that just lives in the middle, and then we've got more random stuff in the middle. What did I drop? A cable. So this has just got stops in it because I've used the cable. And then there's another one of these plastic sleeve things that have got my cables in it. And then at the back here, I've got 2 packs of these that were from Temu. They are such good needles. I love them. They were like maybe, I can't even remember how much they were. They weren't over a tenner, and you've got 11 needles, and they are so good. I'm using them on a lot of my projects at the moment, but I got 2 sets of them because they were so good. They just come like this. They come with a embroidery needle. Sorry about the glare. That's just how they come, but they don't have a memory, so they're just really good. Anyway, so that's my plan. Oh, let's put these things back. Now I'm going to try and find the other needles. So you will see in the podcast on Wednesday what I've cast on. So I'm going to join Zoom with a couple of friends and cast on. I have been working on my outline tee, and I have been working on my cross stitch, which is right here on the frame. Oh, you probably can't see that, but I have been filling in the black, so that's what I've been doing. I put a bit of a face on today. I don't know, and yesterday I just felt like I wanted a bit of a face and a bit of eyeshadow and make myself feel a bit nicer. I don't know. I've been looking at makeup as well. I do need a new contour bronzer. I really don't know what the difference is. Bronzer, I suppose, has got more of a shimmer to it, but yeah, I think I need a contour more than a bronzer. I don't know. So yeah, when I go past Superdrug or Boots or whatever, I might go and have a look. And I've seen a new mascara that it's called Thrill Seeker by Rimmel, and they do cappuccino colour, so it's brown. I used a brown mascara for years, and it just takes that, like, I'm using black at the moment, but it just takes that, like, for me, it just softens your eyes a little bit because it's not black in your eyes. Like, it's not too bad, my mascara. I think when you've got eyeshadow and you've done your eyes really nicely, black's nice, but when you just want it minimal, brown is nice because there's no harsh lines as such, because it's a brown. So I might try and get that as well. But yeah, just feeling like I'm getting back into makeup. And I did many years ago, and I did have a makeup channel. It's still around. It's just called Denise Dear. I haven't put videos on there for many years, so I look very, very different. And I did hauls and like empty hauls. I did makeup hauls, my favourites and stuff like that. I probably won't get back into any of that because my makeup is the extent of that little bag there, which is not a lot. Not a lot at all. But yeah, I'm just feeling like putting stuff back on my face. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and find these other needles and cast on stuff, and I'll speak to you later. Good evening. It's a lot later on. Sorry if you can hear the air fryer and the microwave and everything. I'm cooking dinner. I'm just cooking dinner before I go live, so I'm excited for that. And I have cast on some socks, so I'll probably cast on the third pair of socks that I want to cast on, and then maybe just try and get some progress on the ones that I've already got cast on. But I am so hot. We have not long been back from going to see the new Baba. So Jodie had the baby on Wednesday, and we went and visited them today. Oh, she's so tiny. She was £6.8, but she is like a little doll. She is tiny. And yeah, she was super sweet. Quickly popped to the garage. Ian needed to fix his subs in the car, but he didn't fix it because he still don't know what's wrong. But yeah, I'm just so hot. I had a shower this morning and I feel like I need one again. I didn't bother doing my hair, and I wish I did because it's not really that greasy, but you know when you just feel like you need a hair wash, it's all sticking out everywhere and whatnot. It's the back mainly that makes me feel hot. I have got a clip in, but yeah, so I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope everyone's enjoyed, and I shall see you all in the next video or the next vlog. So hope you have a good weekend, well, good week, because this will be going up on Monday. So I hope you have a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.